Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are connecting to us from. It's a pleasure having you guys here. And it is 5 minutes to the 2 p.m. UK kickoff time. So we are here early just to welcome everybody, just to start the chit chat and then get to know everybody where you are connecting to us from, what your expectations are from this unique, yes, I'm going to call it a unique workshop, a unique 3 days uh, discussion, right? Why? Because it's on the prop firm. I stand to be corrected, but I haven't seen people doing workshops on the prop firm, how to trade, how to pass the prop firm, what the prop firm is all about. And we are going to be doing that. So, well, but I doubt we are the trendsetters. Probably someone is already or has already done it. But we are going to be doing this to enlighten everybody, first of all, about how it works. And then, of course, how to what? How to take advantage. At the end of the day, it's all about taking advantage. Why? So that we can make money. Everybody on planet Earth, I repeat, everybody on planet Earth, we are all here to make money from the business. We're all here to take advantage. And that is what we're going to be doing with the information. Information is power, information is key, and that is what we are going to benefit from. We are going to benefit from this information. So thank you guys for joining. It's indeed a pleasure having you guys here. I repeat, it's a pleasure having you guys here. And we do hope that the information that we are going to be sharing with everybody is going to be satisfactory and it's going to kickstart your journey into the prop firm industry. Yes, because it has always been a standalone. It has always been a thing of before the brokers started going into it, the proprietary firms have been there for years and years and years. And that is the truth. You could look it up. I remember 12, 13 years ago, I used to have discussions on a popular website. Some of you might know the website. That is Forex Factory, www.forexfactory.com. Pretty good website for news. Now, by the way, I am not affiliated with the website, right? But they're pretty good, and that's what we're talking about them. We talk about them a lot during our sessions so that we get the news. We get news information, what's happening in the world, right? Is it non-farm payroll? Is it CPI? Is it the FOMC minutes and so on? So they're pretty good when it comes to that kind of information, right? So I remember about 12, 13 years ago, I used to chat to this particular person, a couple of people actually, but this particular person was actually working for a prop firm in the UK. So he used to tell us how the prop firm is and what it's all about, basically, right? And that's what we're going to be sharing because the prop firm isn't really what it was back then. And I will explain, right? I will explain. But of course, there are rules. There are rules governing the activities. I'll put it that way. There are rules governing the activities. Now it's about 1 minute. Now it's about 1 minute to the kickoff time. And I can see we have a few people here. So let us know where you are connecting to us from. Let us know your expectations. Tell us your name. Just also give us a quick introduction about yourself, right? And then we will take it off from there. Okay, so the time, the hour that we have been waiting for is here. Now we're going to dive in properly. And I want to say thank you guys for joining us, right? Awesome. So today we are going to be talking about the Profirm Challenge, right? We call it a challenge because obviously you have to pass right? You have to pass the first phase, second phase, and so on before you start getting profit because it's money. It's not your money that you're going to be trading, more or less, but you're going to be getting profit. It's going to be based on sharing ratio, right? It's going to be based on sharing ratio. Okay, so for you guys just joining, you're welcome. You're welcome. Beautiful. I can see we have a Mr. Emmanuel Umo from Calabar. You're welcome. How is Calabar today? Beautiful. Awesome. I can see we have more people joining. Awesome. So thank you guys for joining. If or as you are here live, let us know where you are connecting to us from, and then we would take it from there. Now, in our sessions, one unique thing about our sessions that we do now is that we don't take way too much of our time. Long time ago, I used to have sessions where I do 2 to 4 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours sessions, even 6 hours with breaks in between. But no, we're going to do probably about 30 to 45 minutes. Good. So let's proceed. Let us move forward. Prop Firm Challenge Workshop, day 1. Okay, a quick disclaimer, please. A quick disclaimer. You first of all need to note that in this business of trading, because the prop firm, they're into trading. That's what the business is all about, right? So a quick disclaimer. Kindly note that trading the financial markets, whether it is trading the Forex, trading the cryptos, trading stocks, commodities, or any financial instrument whatsoever, carries a high level of risk. I repeat, it carries a high level of risk, which simply means you can easily lose a large amount of your capital, or you can even lose everything. Some of you watching this now live or also watching this on the replay would understand exactly what we mean. And that's why we always advise to always ensure that your risk management is good to go. Risk management where you minimize your losses and then you maximize your profits is very, very important. I repeat, risk management where you minimize your losses and then you maximize your profit is very, very important, right? Please also know that this information should not be reproduced without our consent, right? This is being recorded on the YouTube as well, so you could always go back to the channel and then, of course, watch it as many times as possible. Speaking of the YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We'll be having more and more sessions. Today is day 1. We're going to have day 2 tomorrow and then day 3 on Thursday, the 11th of July. Now, a quick introduction. I want to introduce myself to some of you who might not know me because we have some new people that have joined us in the Telegram community. Telegram community is a place where we share information, where we give you heads up on news, where we post chats, and we do everything trading. We just make it a place where you are well equipped to trade the market. So, a quick introduction about me. My name is Tolu Olatunji, Tolu Olatunji. You can look me up. I have been doing this business. I call it a business, not just trading. I've been doing this business of trading for well over 12 years. For the very early years, I was doing absolutely rubbish. You could as well call it gambling. I'm sure some of you are smiling because that is exactly what you are doing now. I rushed into the market because I wanted to make $1 million overnight, only to be humbled. But then, with the spirit of not giving up, I continued. As I continued, what happened? I was privileged to get better, and then I started working in the industry. I worked for a few brokers, the likes of Forex Time, FXTM, and then I also worked for HFM. They are now HFM, Hot Forex. You might probably know them as Hot Forex, back in Lagos, right? And now I'm running my own academy, CSA Forex. CSA Forex stands for Common Sense Approach to Forex Trading. Now, with no holds bar, I can share any information that I want with you guys. In the industry, it is what they want you to share that you have to as an employee. But now, as an owner or an academy, I can share whatever information. I can tell you things about brokers, I can tell you things about the business, things that probably you might not have heard of, or things that you might have heard of, but you are not sure of, right? But I digress. Let's continue. That's just a quick introduction about myself, right? So we are bringing you this information live. CSA Forex Common Sense approach to Forex trading. There must be a common sense to everything and anything. Now, a quick question. Are you new or are you struggling? Right? You might want to put that answer in the comment section. Are you new or are you struggling? This is a very important question because it helps us to know your level of expertise and how to assist you further. The prop firm trading simply means that you must have some knowledge of trading already. So we're not going to be talking about the very basic, the foundation of trading. We're here to talk about the prop firm, the prop firm. So we're going to be going a bit advanced, so to say, about trading, right? So are you new or are you struggling? If you are new, I would direct you to where you can get information about trading proper so that you understand how to trade. And if you are not new, you are struggling, or you have been doing this for a while, having losses, crashed accounts, or you don't have the capital to start the business, to go live. You have been doing demo for a long time. That is the major advantage. I repeat, that is the major advantage of the prop firm. Okay, so new or struggling, let us know whether live or on a replay. Give us your comment. Okay, so most people are new. Let me just answer that question. Most people are new, even those that are struggling, most of them didn't get the proper information on how to trade. So I'd always advise education, education, education is key before you put in your hard-earned money and then you start losing. Speaking of this money, when do you want to start making money? This is a question that I always laugh whenever I ask because I know a lot of people will be like, what do you mean? This answer is very easy. I want to start making money when? Who can answer this question? Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. He said struggling. He's a struggling trader. So he is a struggling trader, I believe probably he has heard about the prop firm. Not a lot of people have heard about the prop firm, but trust me, the prop firm is very, very, fast rising, so to say. It's moving like a fast wave. People are hearing about the prop firm. People that have been struggling, that have given up, they've heard about the prop firm, and it has given them some form of hope, and then they're back into trading. There are people that I know that have sworn that they will never go back into trading because of the losses they had, the crashed accounts they had, but they are back, right? Because of the prop firm and the advantages of the prop firm. Okay, so when do you want to start making money? I know your answer is what? Your answer is now and now, now. I answered that for you. You want to make money now, or rather, you want to make money yesterday, right? Why? Because of all the bills that you have, and of course, with the economy, the global economy, I won't just say to Nigeria or to the UK, US, it's all over. But especially in Nigeria, we know how things are. Things are just doubling every other day. It's getting ridiculous. But we are here to talk about how to make money and when to make money so that we can make this money and not make money in Naira, the Nigerian currency, but make money in dollars. So as the exchange rate keeps on appreciating, you making money in dollars would always have a smile on your face. So I know for a fact that you want to make this money now, right? Okay, great. I heard someone said I had heard about the prop firm and currently on a challenge phase. Beautiful. Somebody is already on the challenge phase, and we are going to talk about the challenge phase as well, what you need to do, how to pass it, and so on. Don't forget, this is 3 days, but we'll try to discuss as much as we can today because there's something I want us to do. I want us to look for trades. I want us to try to place trades. That's why the Telegram community is very important. Meaning that outside this hour period, outside this hour session for the Prop Firm workshop, it is a trade opportunity. We drop charts and so on. I already dropped a chart earlier today in the community on Euro USD. Now, this is what we're going to be talking about for these 3 days. I was hoping that I could breeze through this for today, right? Then tomorrow do a summary and we start trading live because it is all about trading, whether we like it or not. This business is the business of trading. The prop firm is very good for a major reason. And one thing we're going to be doing, we're not going to be giving you too much information. We're going to give you straight to the point. Meaning that if it is a question of 1 plus 1, we are not going to say 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 4 plus 3 times 2 plus 6 to give you equals to 2. No. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. Simple. We're going to go straight to the point. I don't want to waste your time. And of course, I don't want to waste my time as well. Right? So these are the things we're going to be talking about in this our 3 days prop firm workshop, introduction to trading, because that is what the business is trading. And then we'll talk about the prop firm. The prop, P-R-O-P, is short for propriety, the propriety firm trading. We'll talk about the requirements and the prop firm of choice, crafting a winning trading plan. You need a plan. Everybody needs a plan. You need a plan. If you're going to get married, you need a plan. How are you going to get married? Where are you going to get married? And so on. You need money to get married. You need a plan for trading. What instruments are you going to trade? When are you going to trade? How are you going to trade? You need a plan for your life. If you don't have a plan for your life, then your life is more or less anyhow, right? And that is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We all need a plan in our lives. You need a plan for this second half. How are you going to make money? Are you going to make money to buy that new car you have been eyeing, whether it is even Tokumbo? How are you going to make money to rent that apartment, to buy that house? How are you going to make money to pay the school fees of your kids if you have kids, or maybe even yourself? How are you going to make money to take care of your family and your loved ones? You must have a plan. We're going to be talking about a winning trading plan short, a simple one or one that hits home. We're going to look at low risk, high reward strategies because your strategies are very, very important. This is how you're going to be trading, how to manage your risk management, trading psychology. Trading psychology. Trading psychology has to do with emotions, how to control your emotions, Then keeping a trading journal. You must keep records of your trades. It's very important and it's going to help you out tremendously. We're going to be talking about these things. For us to go in depth, it would require more than 3 days. It might probably require 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and so on. And that's why the community is there. And that's why we always have from different sessions, lengthy sessions to help people out. Then patience and discipline. Oh, sorry, it's meant to be patience and discipline. And then on the next line, it's meant to be reverse engineering. They're not meant to be together. They're meant to be patience and discipline. And then what? And then reverse engineering. Okay. I'll try to make adjustments to that so that it's clear. Okay, so I have just made adjustments to that. Patience and discipline, reverse engineering trading, right? Where you look at the winners and then try to find out why the winners and then try to duplicate them. This is very important. This is going to help you guys to improve. And that's why we always tell traders market review during the weekend is very key. Now, let's talk about trading. What is trading? Or first of all, sorry, let's talk about the reasons why traders are crashing their accounts, the reason why traders are losing money in this business. And you can relate to this, guys, that we have in front of us, especially if you are a struggling trader. If you're a struggling trader, please take note of these things and make corrections. If you are new, please take note of these things so that you don't fall into this trap, right? Because these are the things that we personally had issues with. So We used to trade without stop loss. Stop loss is a way to protect your account. We were not protecting our account. Stop loss is like brakes in a car. We're driving a car without brakes. And then we are losing and even crashing accounts pretty fast. Poor risk management. Poor risk management. We are risking what? We're risking too heavy, right? You might probably be trading with maybe $100, and on every trade, you're risking maybe like $50. That's like 50%. So the risk management was always poor. We used to take too many trades. We used to revenge. When you have lost, you are angry, right? And then you want to make that money back. And then it even gets worse. You end up getting, scared, afraid. But when you start making money, greed sets in. And then we lack patience and discipline. There are a lot of other things that are supposed to be on the list, but this is just a summary. You have FOMO, fear of missing out. You have those issues of fear of missing out. And when the market has gone far, we then enter. But meanwhile, we're supposed to enter earlier, but we entered late, only for the market to pull back and then take us out, right? Lots and lots of reasons why traders are crashing accounts today. So if you are one of them, then you can easily relate to what we're talking about. So please take note of this. Very key, very, very important. Now, we have the new traders and the struggling traders. Much earlier, we asked you guys where you are in the business. Are you new? Are you struggling? Right? And then if you look at what we have in front of us, this is where most people are. Most people are here at the very beginning. You are either new or you're a struggling trader, which happens to be a big problem. A big problem. This is your current situation, but you want to change your situation into your desired situation. You want to become a profitable trader. You want to become a profitable trader. It's not just about talking about it. You need to do what? You need to do some certain things, and we called it 5 steps, from the first to the second, all the way to the fifth step. The first thing you need to do, first of all, develop a winning mentality, whether you are new or struggling, right? And as I always tell traders, if you are new, you are by far better than a lot of us that are struggling, because we are already dealing with a lot of negatives. But you new, you are coming in fresh. You don't have negatives, you don't have positives. And once you are fed with the positives and you work on that, you become a better trader very fast. So first things first, develop a winning mentality. That is why in the movies, the winners don't die. The winners always come back. They don't give up. The winners, they don't give up. Look at it this way. Quitters never what? Quitters never win. And then winners never what? Winners never quit. Very key. Quitters never win and winners never quit. So coming with the right winning mentality, that is the first thing everybody must have. Even when you have some small losses, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am a winner. I am a winner. And then know how to manage your risk. Trade risk management is very, very important. And you must know how to manage your risk. Why? So that when you have losses, your losses are well minimized. Your losses are pretty small. And then your profits are what? Your profits are pretty big, because your reward should be bigger than your risk. If it is not bigger, then don't take that trade, right? It's going to help you to be picky, and you pick the right trades based on your risk to reward ratio. You're going to develop a strategy. We're going to talk about at least one high reward, low risk, high reward strategy. We're going to talk about at least one. We can easily talk about the Fibonacci retracement tool. It is also a strategy, a trading strategy. It's simple, but as long as you follow the rules, then your risk to reward ratio will be in the right proportion. Trading plan and trading journal. We just hinted you now that we're going to be talking about the trading plan and trading journal. These two are very important. But why, I repeat, why traders don't have a plan and why they don't keep records, I don't understand. I remember growing up when I was a kid. Back then, my mom used to have notebooks where she used to write Coke, the price of Coke. Where she write the price of Coke is 5 naira. I'm sure you guys never knew that Coke was 5 naira, right? Coke 5 naira before it got and started climbing to 50 naira, and then before it is where it is right now, right? So keep records, have a journal. It's very key. It's going to help you to know when to trade and when not to trade. We're going to explain that as we proceed, and then how to avoid unnecessary losses. There are ways that you can avoid unnecessary losses. There is what we call high impact news period. High impact news period. This news period, when you take note of them, what do? You don't have to trade them. You avoid unnecessary losses. And before you know it, just following these 5 simple, I'll call them simple. They're simple, but the big problem now is that traders do not follow them. Guys, I hope that this is making sense. I hope that you guys are taking notes. And if you have questions, feel free to ask as well. I seriously hope that you guys are taking advantage of this information in front of you, because trust me, you are getting this for absolutely free and it's going to change your life, right? So let's continue. Very key, very, very important. Let's proceed with the information that we have for you. So why should you listen to me? Some of you might know me, some of you might not know me. First things first, my own personal disclaimer. I am not the best trader, obviously. I am not the best trader in the world. I'm sure you already knew that. But then, did you know that I am not the worst trader in the world as well? I'm sure some of you might be saying, no, me, I'm the worst trader. I take that title from you. So I am not the best. I am not the worst, but I know how to trade. I know my onions, and I can easily do what? I can easily teach and pass on that knowledge to people. There are a lot of good traders out there, but they don't have that skill of explaining. They don't have that skill of breaking down information to people. And I believe that is why you should listen to me, right? If you feel you should not listen to me, then you can as well sign out now and go and do something else. Sign out now and go and pay for this information. Go and pay heavily in dollars. Okay? Another reason why you should listen to me is based on this Prop Farm workshop. I have gone through the Prop Farm workshop. As a matter of fact, I just went through it recently, and it is a thing of I wasn't really interested in the prop firm, but because the prop firm was making so much noise, I decided towards let's go into the prop firm and then let's find out what is the big noise about it. So of course we understood the business, the prop firm, how it functions, and we're going to explain that to you now. But then we said, let's take on the challenge. And then we were able to pass the first phase and we're on to the second phase. And of course, we'll pass the second phase and continue. And I'll keep you guys updated on the journey. So if you are thinking of the program to use, if you're thinking of the program to use, this is what I would advise you. And I'll put this link in the comment section. You can see on the screen Fibers. We have one known as Fibers. They're pretty good. Well, so far so good since I've been using them. No complaint whatsoever, right? Now, the thing about the prop firm is that you need to be careful. I just dropped the link for you guys for you to be able to open up your Fibers prop firm account. Now, the thing about the prop firm industry is that because it is a cash cow. People are rushing into it, and because they're not doing it the proper way, a lot of prop firms are going under. I'm sure you've been hearing, if you've been paying attention, I won't mention names. I'm not here to talk about anybody's business negatively. That is not my character, right? Normally, I wouldn't even introduce you to this prop firm, this one that I'm making use of. I just wanted to show you that yes, I have started the prop firm, I have passed it, and I'm on to the next challenge. And that's why I feel you need to listen to me. Because in the prop firm, you want to trade and then you want to pass and make money and so on. Right? Very key, very, very important. So as we said, a lot of prop firms have gone under, and we don't want you to also fall victim, right? So you could use this one that we have proposed to you, and then what you have any questions about them, let us know. Okay, great. So I've dropped the link also so you can use that to connect. So moving on, I want to first of all tell you guys this. Please take note of this. In this 3 days workshop, it is not 3 days that you should be expecting to pass the prof from. I'm not saying this is not possible, because the truth now is that you need just a few trades. You need a few trades to pass the prof from, right? And I'm going to break down the number of trades that you might probably need based on your risk and so on, right? But what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be sharing with you the necessary information. Information is power, information is key. We're going to be sharing with you the necessary information that you need to succeed in this business. We're going to talk about the market live, talk about different charts. This is more or less our live sessions, right? In these 3 days, we're going to use live. You could give us a request. Maybe you want us to look at a particular instrument, and time permitted, we will do that for you live. We'll give you our own analysis on it, and then you can take advantage, right? And then also we'll give you what we call trade calls. Trade calls, some people call them signals. I don't like to call them signals. Trade calls will give you the charts that you can look at the charts and feast on the charts. Is the charts that will help you to understand, and you can stand alone, meaning that you wouldn't even need me anymore. And that's what we're trying to do for everybody. We're trying to empower everybody that you know how to trade and you can do it by yourself. Now we have about 30 minutes gone. Remember, we said we will not take way too much of our time. Anywhere we stop, we would continue from there tomorrow. I'm going to try to breeze through the information. Quickly, what is trading? Trading is simply the buying and selling of different instruments. Whether you're trading Forex, which is euros against pounds, or USD against Canadian dollars, or Switzerland francs against Japanese yen, and so on. Trading currencies is one currency against another. Or you could be trading cryptos, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, Ripple. There are lots of coins that are coming out now as well. Or you could be trading commodities, charcoal, sugar, cotton. You could be trading a lot of things, stocks, equities, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Tesla, and so on, right? So that's what trading is. Now, prop firm, what is prop firm? We already know what trading is, but that prop firm trading is simply you trading OPM. OPM stands for other people's money. At least that is what it is supposed to be. But now it is rather different. But that is the concept. We are not going to go in depth into what prop firm is. We want you to hit the ground running because we asked you a question: when do you want to make money? And I believe you want to make money now. Now. So prop firm is what? Prop firm is trading other people's money. Imagine now you know how to trade, but you do not have capital. But then there's a place where they would give you capital. They will give you capital to trade, and then it will be based on profit sharing. Meaning that if you can trade that money very well, then what happens? Then you make a particular ROI, return on investment, maybe 5%, 10%, or whatever, and then you split it yourself and the other party. The other party being the prop firm. Isn't that something that you like to do? So far, so good. Are we making sense? Comment in the put your comment in the section below. Are we making sense? Let us know. If we're making sense, let us know. Comment making sense. Because we believe that this information we're sharing is going to help a lot of people to become better traders. And then, because people normally complain they don't have capital. But now you can subscribe, because for you to get access to $5,000, $10,000, that will take some people a long period of time to raise, you can subscribe to those amounts with a token. You can subscribe using, maybe it could be $30 or $40, $50, or whatever amount, based on the prop firm that you are making use of. Okay, beautiful. Someone said making sense. Thank you. Right? So other people's money, that's what you're going to be trading. So These prop firms like the Fivers, they give you what? They give you capital to trade, but then it's a challenge. Most of them, or all of them rather, will not give you real capital. Please, guys, take note of this. Most of them, all of them, will not give you real capital at the very beginning, at least, because you need to prove yourself, and that's why it's a challenge. You cross over, and then they will probably give you real money, or they might not even give you real money. That goes to why a lot of them have crashed. A lot of them have gone under because it was strictly demo they were doing. And when money was being made, they couldn't sustain, paying those that were making good ROI at the end of the day. But a good prop firm would be able to pay at the end of the day, right? So let's continue. I don't want to talk too much about why the prop firms back then went under. You can Google them, do your research. You're supposed to be doing your research. When I mentioned my name is Tolu Olatunji. I even spelled my name Tolu. I did that on purpose so that you can go and conduct your research on me. Check online, check Facebook, check LinkedIn, check different social media platforms and get to know more about me. Okay, let's continue. So what are the requirements? And of course, the prop firm of choice. We already gave you the prop firm of choice, and we've dropped the link in the comment section. So Fivers is our choice. And when it comes to the requirements, right, this is what we're going to be looking at. You are required to what? As an example, they have different account types, they call them different names and so on. But then this is a typical example. For your first target, like for your first challenge, you're supposed to get like 8%, push it to like 8% profit or 10%, depending on the profit. But you must have a good ROI before you can cross over to the next stage, to the next phase, to the next challenge. And maybe it is 5% or whatever the case may be. And then a good one like this Fiverr is one that there is unlimited time limits, meaning that even if it takes you 1 year to grow that account to 8%, you are good to go, right? Some might say you have to do this within 1 month or whatever period. That would only put too much pressure on you as a trader, which obviously is not good, right? And then 5% daily loss because they need to protect themselves as well. So when it comes to 5% daily loss, it is now a thing of if you lose 5%, which I feel is rather too heavy, losing 5% in a day, then what happens? You have reached your limit. Don't forget the requirements, T&C, terms and conditions, and then that your account will get terminated. I'm sure you don't want that. That's why your risk that we talk about, you are meant to minimize your risk well enough. You could be risking 1%. As a matter of fact, on this challenge, I'm even risking 0.5%. At times, I even risk less. Why? Because I don't want to hit that 5% or 10%. And I want a situation where, based on my risk to reward ratio, my reward is always higher than my risk. So even if I have series of losses, because I am risking small, right? There are small losses at the end of the day. But one trade that ends up being a winner, the reward is high and easily takes care of all those losses. Very key, very important that we take note of that, right? So 10% maximum loss, whether it is in a day, or it can't even be in a day because this is just 5% daily that will get terminated. So 10% maybe in 2 days or 1 month, 1 year, whatever, and then it will get terminated as well. You need to understand all of these things. You need to understand the requirements. You need to understand the T&C of any prop firm, and they might be different. So you need to go over them. Make sure you ask questions if you have any. We hope that you are understanding what we're talking about. Minimum profitable trades, at least 3 days, right? Holding open trades over news. News is very, very dangerous. And most brokers or even professionals, they don't like news trading. And that's why they said, if you execute an order 2 minutes before, right, and like 2 minutes after, it's like you are trying to maybe scalp the news, or you're trying to straddle the news or whatever, what will happen? It is not allowed. They don't allow that, right? And also, if your account has been dormant for like 21 calendar days, right? It will get expired and so on. So it's just for you to understand these things, or basically preference what they are expecting of you. The number one requirement is for you to what? It's for you to grow the account. Grow the account without having heavy drawdowns, right? And I believe it is doable, and I believe that you can do it. Now, if you believe that you can also do that as well, type believe in the comment section. Whether you are live now or you're watching this on a replay, type believe, because trust me, remember the step one that we talked about in the step 5, moving from the new or struggling trader to profitable trader. Step 1 is what? Develop a winning mentality. So if you believe, put believe in the comment section. Put believe, I believe in the comment section, right? You need to speak it into existence. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. I can see making sense. We are learning. I can see Glory Meruo. Welcome. You said yes. Beautiful. And then Emmanuel said 100%. You believe, right? Guys, there's something very powerful about the tongue, right? I'm sure some of you or a lot of you understand. You need to be able to speak it into existence, and your faith needs to work for you. When we say if you believe, type believe. We're not just saying that for you to type it. We're saying it so that you can believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. When you make this money, I'm not saying if, guys, there is power in English, there's power in what we say. I'm not saying if you make money. We're saying when you make this money. When you make this money, who is going to enjoy the money? Is it me or is it you? Answer that question. When you start making this money in dollars, plenty money in dollars, who is going to what? Who is going to enjoy the money? Is it me or is it you? I want to know. Who is it? Are you going to give me half of the money when I'm not the prophet? Are you going to give me all the money? Are you going to do charity? Glory said, I have faith. That is what it is all about. Have faith, speak it into existence, and then what? Work on it. Work on it. There's something very key, very powerful. I'm going to say this now, whether you believe in God or not. I normally say that God is the icing on the cake, meaning that you are to bake that cake. Bake the cake, and God is going to make that cake sweet with your belief, with your faith. Very key, very important, right? So when it comes to crafting a winning trading plan, guys, I'm looking at the time. It's about 38 minutes after the kickoff time of 2 p.m. But I don't want it to be too lengthy. Most times I could ask you guys, should we continue? And then it's up to you. And then you say, yes, continue. Or you say, let's pause so that you can watch it again, or so that others can watch this on a replay. So you can let us know. You said it is making sense. Let us know whether when it is 45 minutes, we stop for today and then continue tomorrow. But very important, from tomorrow, I want you to start placing trades, or even from today, because in the Telegram community where you are in, and if you're not there, please hook up with the school. The Telegram community link is there. Join us. I repeat, join us. Join us where we do discussion. We have discussions on a daily basis. And then when you join us, I'm going to drop the school's link so you can go over it. When you join us, right, you will now be able to what? You will now be able to ask questions even before, during, or even after this live session that we have. So I've put the link there for the school. You can use that to join us. Okay, great. So now let's proceed because of time. Time. This time is very important. And that's when I asked you, when do you want to make this money? And you all said now. That is time. Okay, so when it comes to a winning trading plan, not just a trading plan, but a winning trading plan, you need to know the right instruments to trade. First of all, you need to know the number of instruments. I normally tell traders that, look, less is more. Less is more. Now look at it this way. You remember in the previous slide, it said you need to make 8%, right? 8% or whatever percentage it is, 8%, 10%, or whatever. Let's just ride with 8%. Now, for 8%, and if you are risking 1% per trade, 1% per trade, who can tell us how many trades, how many winning trades do you think you should have? How many winning trades do you think you should have to be able to hit this 8%? I would like to hear you guys answer because there's something behind, and I want to be sure that you guys have been paying attention because this session is absolutely free. But the only thing I wanted everybody to pay was what? Attention. And that is very, very expensive. Some of you, as we're having this free session that people are paying heavily for, some of you are also on the social media, chatting on WhatsApp. You think I can't see you? Don't let me scare you. I can't see you. But at the same time, I know some of you are doing the WhatsApp or you are eating or you are gisting while in this session. Should you be doing that? No. So I asked that question. Your target is 8% and you are risking 1%. As you risk 1%, how many trades, listen to this, guys, how many trades do you need? How many winners do you need in order to hit 8%? Put your answer in the comment section. There's a reason why I'm asking this question, and I need one or two people to give us their answers. What do you think? You are risking 1%, you want to make 8%. How many winners do you think you need to have? Anybody? Any takers? If no takers, I would move on because I'm trying to pick your brain. Because the truth now is that most of you are going to miss it. Yes, you are going to miss it. Trust me. And that's why we need you to, join. We need you to participate. We need you to comment in the section. We need to engage with the information. Because when you answer, because most people believe they know it all. And that's why they might not say anything. That's why they might say, oh, I don't need training. I'll just trade and make $1 million. But no, we don't know it all. Even me, myself, I'm still learning. I'm actually learning from your comments. I'm learning from your questions. It helps me to grow. And that's why personally, I love training. Okay? Now, Teresa Olga said one winner, and she put a question mark there. Any other answer? It will be good if we have two answers so that we can compare. Guys, it's almost 45 minutes. We might need to stop wherever we find ourselves, and then we'll do that as a continuation tomorrow. But we only have one answer. Any other person? If not, then I will just continue from here and explain. But I wish I had gotten two people that answered because Teresa said one winner and put a question mark. If she had said one winner without a question mark, that means that, oh, she's sure. But she wrote one winner and question mark. Let me explain further. Now, I like the fact that she wrote one winner because you remember earlier we said our risk to reward ratio, your reward must be higher. It must be higher. That means that if you are risking 1%, your reward should be higher than 1%. So if your reward is 2%, 2%, 2% in 8% is what? It's 4. So that means that you need at least 4 what? You need at least 4 winners when you're risking 2% at a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2, where your risk is 1 and your reward is what? Is 2. But what if your risk to reward is 1 to 8? Remember Anna Teresa said one winner. If it's 1 to 8, then you need just one winner. You need one winner that will hit that 8%. That is where the trick comes in. Because I was expecting some people to say you need 8 winners. No, 8 winners would simply mean it is 1% risk and then 1% reward. No, that is not a good way to trade. Your reward should always be higher than your risk. And that is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So if you need maybe 4 winners, you need 4 winners minimum, or maybe even 1 winner, based on what Madame Teresa said, right? Then how many instruments? Thank you, Glory said 2 winners. It could also be 2 winners. It could also be 2 winners at a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 4. But you need to understand this risk reward ratio because it is the missing link in a lot of people's trading, right? So if you are looking for just 4 winners or 1 winner or 2 winners or whatever, how many instruments do you think you should be trading? Just one. You need just one instrument. You don't need 2, 5, 20, 50, because the more instruments you are trading, the more issues you are going to have. You have winners and losses, and that is slowing you down. You cannot analyze the market properly. Think about it. If you are here listening to me and you have been trading too many instruments and you have not gotten to your destination of returns or being able to make withdrawals, then what is that? Then that is on you, because the first thing is that your trading plan is not winning. Your trading plan is losing. So instruments, I would advise one, right? Because you do not need too many trades. And then your sessions. What trading sessions should you be looking at, right? Now, these sessions is going to be based on that trading journal, because the sessions that we have like the Sydney, the Tokyo, London, and New York. So these sessions obviously are in the morning, the afternoon time, and also at night. So by the time you keep records in your journal, you would know, listen to this, that's why we said that trading journal is very, very important. By the time you keep records using your journal, you now know the best time you normally have your winners. If when you have your winners is like now, right? It's almost 3 p.m. UK time, almost 3 p.m. Nigerian time. So now 3 p.m. This is more or less what? It is more or less London stroke New York, because New York has started. London is going to be rounding up shortly, right? So if you understand this, then you will know, okay, based on my trading activities, my best sessions to trade is what is London and New York. Excuse me. Or it could just be London, or it could just be New York, depending on your trading journal. And this will help the plan to be winning, right? Most people, their plan is not winning. And most people, they don't even have a plan. If you don't have a plan, of course, there's nothing winning there, right? And then time frame. What time frame are you going to be trading? You need to understand time frames as well. By the time we open up the chat and they start trading live, because that's what I want us to do tomorrow. That's why we said in these 3 days, 3 days is not enough time for you guys to pass the challenge. That will simply mean that you are probably risking something too heavy. We don't want you to risk something too heavy because you want to pass the challenge, right? Remember, the daily loss is 5%. So we don't want you to go and be risking 5% in a day. And if it's a loss, your account is what? Terminated. No. So your risk also is very important. Remember, we talked about the risk. You could use 1% or 0.5% and so on. And then you need to also know your plan. You must know the type of trader that you are. Are you a scalper? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing or a position trader? You need to know. Guys, if you are totally new, at the very beginning, we asked whether you are new or struggling. If you are totally new, right, and you don't understand some or a lot of the things that we're talking about, because the prop firm more or less means that you already understand trading, but you just need capital. And it's that capital that the prop firm is going to provide. So if you are totally new, in the link that we just dropped, the school link, there is a free course there for you to go and feast on. After this session, as we'll be rounding up within the next few minutes, go to that link, the school. The first link that you have there, the beginner's course, you can easily call it Forex Trading 101. Go there and watch it. It's about an hour plus. It's like the length of a movie. And I'm sure we do Netflix more or less almost every day, right? So go and watch that. Slow down on your Netflix. Watch that beginner's course. Watch this recording again, because these things are going to help you to make money. That movie, that series you're watching on Netflix, is it going to help you to make money? No. But it is what? It is wasting what? It is wasting time. And time is what? Time is money, right? So you need to know the type of trader that you are. Are you a scalper? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing or position trader? Very key, very important for us to take note of. And then what trading style is good for you? Are you a trend trader? Do you trade with the trend? Meaning that when the trend is up, you want to buy in an uptrend, and when the trend is down, you're looking forward to selling in a downtrend. What is your trading style? Remember, we said we're going to still give you a low risk, high reward strategy. And that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we finish the rest of the slides in good time, and then we start taking some charts, start doing some requests. We try to add that into what we're doing because it's all about trading. Anywhere you go to learn about trading, it is, I feel, recommended that they actually show you how to trade. You can't come to me, to my school, and then you want to learn how to drive a car, and then I'm just explaining how to drive the car. No, practically. I will show you practically, and then it is for you to now do what? To also practically drive that car. Do you understand? And that is how we learn how to drive. Very key, very important. Before we round up, guys, have you gotten value today so far? Let us know in the comment section. We still have some slides, but we'd like to stop here, and then we'd like to continue tomorrow. If you have questions, feel free to ask. But have you guys gotten value? Have you gotten value so far? Remember, we said we're going to give you what? We're going to give you high risk strategy. And that high risk strategy, right, we'll majorly be talking about the Fibonacci, right? I would even show you a trade because I've taken a trade today. I posted it in the Telegram community, and that is on the Euro USD. We'll also talk about news because we need to be aware about news, high impact news, the impact of the high impact news, and when it's going to occur. So that is something, news, which is based on fundamentals. And then technicals has to do with the charts. So we're going to still talk about these things to enlighten us the more, because it is all about the gains. It's all about the reward, returns on the investment. And that is how you'll be able to pass the challenge or the prop firm, scale up to the next level. And then before you know it, you are trading like $100,000. And then when you make like 10% of your, listen to this, guys, you trade like $100,000, right? In the prop firm, because $100,000, you don't have that money, right? But the prop firm will provide you with that capital. You make 10%. 10% of 100,000 is what? Is 10,000. Let's even say that the prop firm are collecting 50%, which obviously you'll be collecting more. But let's say they're collecting 50%. 50% of that 10,000 profit that you have made is what? It's $5,000. And you can do this on a monthly basis, strictly based on your trading skill. Isn't that something that is worth the time? Isn't that something that we all should be looking forward to? We should be working towards? Yes, indeed. Thank you guys for saying value. Because trust me, right? We try as much as possible to drop information that is valuable to you. I always say, guys, whenever we finish our sessions, get some fresh air, get some water, and then think about what we've talked about. Think about the advantage of trading the prop firm. Think about, we normally, what's that saying? We normally count our eggs before they hatch or whatever. We always think about the money that we have made even before we have made it. But trust me, I think if you go about this business the right way, after a while, you can start to daydream. Yes, there's no harm. Trust me, guys. There's no harm in you guys daydreaming. Daydream about that car, whether it's a Ferrari or if you don't have any car, you can daydream about a Benz or something before you shoot up to Ferrari. So they don't say you are doing kidnapping or you are doing rituals or whatever, right? They don't say you are into funny business, right? But dream big. That's the only way that you get to where you want to. Dream big. Guys, we're going to be rounding up now. I'm so sorry for taking a bit of your time. It's almost an hour. I want us to stop now. I personally, I can go on for 4 hours plus. We can decide, oh, let's take a break, 5 minutes break. Guys, let's have gala. Go and buy gala and Coke or something, right? Even though the price has gone up, but buy that, refresh your memory, or use it to relax and come back and then we'll continue again. But no, I want us to stop over here. So this is where we're going to continue from. But before we totally round up, guys, do you have any questions? Questions are always good. And I personally like questions because it's going to help me to improve. It's going to help you to improve. And there's nothing like a stupid question. There's no such thing like a stupid question. So guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask now or forever hold your peace. If you have any question, feel free to ask now, right? And we'll answer the question now before we time out today's session, right? Or if you have questions later in the day, maybe an hour, 2 hours from now, you can ask your question in the Telegram community. We have dropped a link for the Telegram community, so you can use that to join us. You'll find the link in the school. Everything is in the school section, right? So do you have any questions? If no questions, then we're going to round up for today. And then we're going to do what? We're going to meet up same time tomorrow by 2 p.m. UK time, where you can always ask your questions in the Telegram community, right? We have a little section there where we have discussions, engagements, a drop chat. I'll update you on things. As an example, we're going to be having something very important. Remember, we're talking about news. We're going to be having a very key important news shortly. And that news, right, on Thursday is known as the CPI. So, of course, before Thursday, we'll talk about fundamentals a bit more. I'll show you the calendar where to feast your eyes on the news. We'll talk about the news and then maybe the impact expected and what to do during the news period, right? So you can decide not to trade if you don't have anything because the news is usually very explosive. Okay, so I can't see any questions, no problem. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to be closing this platform now. And then, guys, don't forget to follow the YouTube channel. So once there is any notifications, you get it as soon as possible. So thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for day one. I'm looking forward to day two already, right? So we'll give you more information on day two and how you can use it, how you can become profitable. It's very key. We're going to do some live trading tomorrow. We're going to do some analysis. You can also give us some instruments, the ones that I don't trade. We'll look at them together and help you with analysis, whether to buy, whether to sell, where to set stop loss, where to set take profit, and so on. But thank you, guys. Catch you same time tomorrow. I'll see you in the Telegram community. Bye for now.